So if it's 50 here and 50 there, I'll count them and I'll do it at the end to celebrate Sober October. To sobriety and to, we like to drink, we like to have fun, but we also like to be responsible. So that.
Do we?
Not really, but I'm trying.
Fair enough.
I even have a hot sauce that I'm willing to do for today.
I like how you tried to say that I am, what did you call it?
Melanin challenged.
But you who are not melanin challenged have just discovered hot sauces.
I've always eaten hot sauces. It's been a daily part of my routine.
Then why are you just now starting, like you just said?
Because I needed a hobby that wasn't tasting bourbon. That was my hobby for like a long time. Trying different bourbons, comparing them, contrasting them, blah, blah, blah. It was like a hobby. I needed to replace it with something. And so I replaced it with hot sauce. Very recently, as of Monday.
I say this is the first I'm hearing of it.
It was as of Monday.
Monday.
So I've got one that my girlfriend got, and she said she doesn't like it, so I'm going to give it a try today. I'm just going to get into it, actually. This is called the Mexorcist.
I think that's probably about the only good thing about getting into hot sauces is people come up with the stupidest fucking names for them.
This one's pretty famous. This is made by a YouTuber. I actually have all their hot sauces now because she wanted them because she watches them and she didn't like any of their sauces. So this is one. I'm going to increase the heat, though. This is 4 out of 5 red bars. But I haven't tried.
And how are you going to increase the heat?
I don't know. But
Oh, so instead of a shot, we're doing just a drop.
who said it was just a drop? Ooh, that's what I would call a dollop, Matt. That's a dollop of hot sauce. Oh, well, that's really good. I've never had a chewy hot sauce before.
It's weird.
It's like a salsa instead of a hot sauce. That's really good.
And that's 4 out of 5 red bars, so that's like one of their hotter ones.
I suppose so. It's not very hot. I mean, it's got a heat, but I would say it's as hot as Tabasco sauce is. It's not very hot. It's really good, though. It's really tasty, actually. Holy shit. I could see this on, like, steak tacos. Not chicken. Steak.
Why not chicken?
I don't know. I feel like a more green salsa verde kind of salsa. Tomatillo
Yuck.
for chicken. A nice dark red for steak. And then, of course, I'm drinking Kool-Aid because I'm a child.
Mm-hmm. You sure are.
I am. But yeah, I even have a few that I bought that I haven't tried yet that I'll just wait to try for the podcast. Including like the truffle hot sauce, stuff like that.
Fair enough.
It's me giving back to the podcast somehow, Matt, okay?
Oh, that's wonderful of you.
Thank you.
You know what's one thing that I found that was really good that I didn't expect?
What?
Have you ever had jalapeno jam with cheese?
Like a cream cheese?
This was just like a little piece of Gouda or something.
Actually, yeah. Hold up.
It was fucking delicious.
This one is raspberry and habanero.
There you go.
I love hot jams, as weird as that sounds.
I didn't think I would be a fan, and they had it like a sample at the grocery store. And I tried it, and I'm like, that is fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah, they're so good. And if you, so, you know, brie, like the cube, like the weird octagon thing that melts, warm that up a little bit, then throw the jam over it, and dip a cracker, or dip anything fucking into that thing. Beautiful.
Well, I have my shot ready.
Oh, what is it?
This is Emergency and creatine and water.
Okay.
That's my... I try to drink this every day because creatine is
it's good for
everybody.
Yeah.
And Emergency because we're getting into that time of year, and there's been a case of whooping cough at my kid's school and all sorts of fun stuff.
Someone at my unit got West Nile, so
Oh yeah. Well, that's not contagious though,
no, but still.
unless they're a mosquito.
Anyways,
So, or I guess maybe vampires could give it.
vampire, but their fangs, they'd clean off their fangs, unless they got it.
I don't know how it works.
Vampires can't
How
get
do
sick.
mosquitoes give it? It's not like they put their own blood in there.
No, but mosquitoes can get sick. Vampires can't get sick.
Well, it's not like mosquitoes come down with a case of fucking West Nile.
I think it is.
They just transfer it. If they did, then why wouldn't they just be dead and then it would be the end of the disease?
Well, because it doesn't kill them.
Just 100% making all of this up right now.
Nope. It's fine.
So, even though Tomas didn't do it, I am going to do it. And my shot is going to be to the old presidential debates where nobody insulted anybody. If you've watched any of the debates from like the early 90s, late 80s, like they're like, I don't really want to get into personal life of this politician. And they didn't. They did not verbally assault each other like we do nowadays. So, happier times, better politicians. Cheers to them.
I miss the times when our presidents used to get blowies under the fucking in the Oval Office. That's when we were doing things right. Damn it!
How do you know that they're still not doing that?
I somehow doubt Joe Biden is getting a blowy in the Oval Office.
Well, I don't even think Joe Biden would know what one is at this point.
But I could see Trump getting a blowy at the Oval Office, actually. But he wasn't half bad, so I have no complaints.
Who, Trump or Biden?
Trump.
Gotcha.
I can't have any complaints about Biden.
You're not allowed.
I'm not allowed. So that's great.
Your freedom of speech has been revoked.
I am technically government property.
You just like to say that.
I do. In fact, I do. So our conversation topic today is a little interesting. It's not interesting, actually. People have thrived and made YouTube channels about this shit. We should, honestly, but we haven't. Camping. The wonders of it. The great outdoors. Do's and don'ts.
Well, but there's so many different, forms of camping.
There are.
And so many different people that have different forms of camping.
I mean, you can go from, the weather to how you're camping, what you're sleeping in. Some people consider going to a cabin camping. That's not camping. It's not.
Yeah. And some people consider, going and not having a tent and sleeping on the ground under the stars camping.
Done that. It's not great.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah,
none of that sounds good.
The hammock makes it better. If you do the hammock, somehow it makes it better.
Well, at least you're not on the ground.
Exactly. But the downside to not being on the ground is you get cold as shit if it gets cold.
Yeah, yeah. But that one guy who goes and does the ice camping and stuff, I guarantee you if it wasn't for the money, that motherfucker wouldn't do it. Because there has got to be zero fun.
He's been doing it. So you're talking about the old dude that's a lawyer, right?
I don't know what he is.
Old white dude?
He's a middle-aged white dude, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a lawyer, actually.
Okay.
He's got a full family. He has been doing it for decades. It's something he loves doing.
There's no way he loves doing that.
He loves doing it.
That's just his story he tells.
No. He makes plenty of money from work. He still works. He still practices law. He loves doing it.
Yeah. Just because you make plenty of money doesn't mean that you can't always use more.
I guess that's fair. I looked into it, and apparently he's been doing it for decades. I've met people who like it. I don't say they love ice camping.
Nobody likes it.
I like bushcraft camping to an extent. If you come prepared enough, it's fun. If you don't, you're miserable.
So, if you have to go cut something down, and you've got two saws in front of you, one is a handsaw and one is a chainsaw, which one are you going to use?
I'm going to use a chainsaw.
Oh, how come?
Because it's faster. Easier.
So, you're telling me that this person is going to willingly walk miles into the woods and then be like, you know what? I should use this handsaw and just cut this shit
Well,
up.
he's not going to bring the chainsaw.
Why?
It's heavy.
I guarantee you lugging that chainsaw that distance is a lot less work than cutting all those motherfucking branches down.
I don't know.
I do.
I don't know. And there's just something about it. Some people really like it. Like I said, I like bushcrafting. It's fun. I get enjoyment out of it. Specifically the fire part.
Yeah, if you want to just go into the woods and make a fire, that's a different story than going in and trying to build your own house. And, like, it's absolutely ludicrous. Like, the only reason people do this stuff is for views.
I don't think so.
There's no way that they're willing to do this, because otherwise all you're doing is signing up for work to do stuff that you already have.
Yeah, but I don't know. They like it.
Like, I don't see women grabbing like their load of laundry and be like, you know what, I'm going to go have some fun this weekend, and I'm going to go do all the laundry in a fucking stream.
You never know. I mean,
I do know. It doesn't fucking happen.
Well, you never know. What are they? The Pilgrims? No, they're up north. No, they're not Pilgrims. What are they? The Amish.
The Hooterites?
The Amish. I'm sure they do that shit.
Yeah.
Willingly.
You know why?
Not really.
Because they're not allowed to use electricity.
Who's not allowing them? Who said no?
Their religion.
Oh, God.
Their
said
religion
no.
says that, yes, God is against electricity.
He came down and he was like, that hairdryer? No, no, no.
That is seriously why that's why, like, they don't use cars and shit.
It's interesting. Taking ye old buggy down to the club. I don't know. Actually, speaking of the Amish, you know they have that show where it's like they film the Amish when they go to Rumspringa, which is where they get like an unlimited amount of time away.
I'm familiar with what Rumspringa is.
There was a clip of a girl, she came back pregnant. And that's like a pretty big no-no to begin with, right? But they're like...
I sure don't think it is.
So they were like, let's meet the father. Okay? And in comes... They had to make this motherfucker... They like, this had to be like staged or something, but it was this big old black dude and a wife beater comes walking through the door. And like all of their faces, that was the fucking funniest shit I've ever seen. Has to be scripted, but...
Because I've heard of times where they'll actually, especially in some of those small communities, they'll like pay guys to come in and have children and sign away their rights because there's only so many families that they can, you know.
Yes, that makes sense.
And if you offer them Rumspringa and only half come back after that, I mean, you got to build up them fucking numbers, and there's only so many dudes that can build those numbers up.
It's true.
So you got to get some variations in there. Otherwise, you're going to get, you know, some goofy kids made with fucking ears on their chins and.
I'm sure they've been doing it for a while. I'm sure they've got it down to a T, to a science, so to speak.
You know, the older I get, and we like to think that people have shit figured out. Most people don't have shit figured out. Like saying that they have it down to a T, I guarantee you they do not. If they haven't figured out, the only thing that they've got figured out is how to fucking keep doing what they've done in the past.
I guess that, yeah. I don't know.
Like, because, I mean, when you were growing up, didn't you think, like, your parents, your grandparents, all these people had, like, had things figured out. Like they knew life. Right?
Yeah. They definitely, well, they did a decent job.
Well, and you look at, you would, especially when you're a kid, you look at most adults and you're like, they got this shit figured out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know how many people make it to fucking retirement with $0?
A lot.
A lot. Like, the old man greeting people at Walmart at 85 years old is not there because he's fucking bored.
Yeah.
Well,
and I will say, having been in the healthcare system, a lot of times families, when they know their parents are about to go into long-term care, the parents will give their kids all of their money. So the state has to pay for the long-term care.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Or they can put it into a living trust, but
at that point, that's where they start.
There's definitely different things they can do.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, for sure. Because after 65, you get Medicare or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to grow old.
It's better than the other option.
Dying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to grow so old where I can't fucking wipe my own ass.
What if you find somebody that's really good at it?
They just slip a finger in every now and then?
What if you get to that point and you're like, I can't do this, and somebody comes in and you're like, I've gone 90 years and never done it this way? This is fucking amazing.
Nurses would do it.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Or give them Foleys. That was a whole thing, too. They liked getting Foleys from the hot nurses.
Well, that's because they got to grab the dick.
It's not this at that point. It's more like that. But yeah. I feel like I'm more boring when I'm not drinking, but let's continue.
So back to camping.
Okay. I love camping. Right? I hate camping in Texas. It's the worst fucking thing on the planet. I don't have a good time camping in Texas. With the wasps and the heat and everything, there's like a month of time that it's worthwhile to camp in Texas, and that's about it.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I'm talking tent camping, because that's my preference. I've done the RV. I like it. It's a nice time. But I still kind of enjoy the tent camping just a little bit more, personally.
How?
When the weather's nice, it's fun.
You just said there's 1 month a year that you get weather. That's nice.
In Texas, we go other places to go camping.
Where?
Well, we're looking at going to Colorado at some point, but that's... My issue with Colorado camping is bears. Because it's already pretty much too cold to go now. And then in the spring, you have to be really careful for a while because they're hungry. So that's kind of like a big issue. And then going camping down south here, you have to worry about illegals. And that's not even a fucking joke. Like, that's a legit issue you have to worry about when you go, like, camping down here. So it's... I prefer the Midwest, honestly. I want to go back to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma was a good time.
Have you seen Broken Bow? It's been coming up on my TikTok recently.
Oh, no.
It looks really nice. Like, got a lot of breweries and stuff in it. It's meant for kids. There's a bunch of like stuff on the river and the lake and stuff. And it's a Indian res, so there's a casino.
Oh, nice. I do love me a good casino.
I know.
That's one thing that I like. You ever see like some of these people that like take their campers and go like, because you can stay at casinos. Like they have like RV sites.
Oh yeah, my parents.
I don't know if that I could do.
You're staying in a
Like
parking
if I'm
lot.
gonna, if I'm gonna be like staying at the casino, I'm staying in a fucking hotel room. You know, I could kind of see it because hotel rooms are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, they are. Go. You know, there's a separate elevator in every hotel
But-
for all the dead bodies. Tons of people die in
Not every
hotels.
hotel.
Yeah, there definitely is.
Not every hotel.
Maybe not the Motel 6, but every nice hotel has a separate elevator for dead bodies.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Why not?
Why don't they?
Yeah. What's your
'Cause
source?
That's not feasible. One, I used to be an electrician, so I have helped build a fucking hotel. But two, having a separate elevator that is just for dead bodies,
It's not
like
just
you could have maybe gotten away and said like they had like a freight elevator or something like that.
That's what
but
I'm
a
saying.
dead body elevator?
It's
No.
not just for dead bodies. It's for a bunch of other stuff, but yes.
You said they have a hotel, they have an elevator for dead bodies.
Okay. You know what I meant.
I did not. That's why I'm clarifying here.
How do you feel about the new AI for Google?
I don't know. I haven't used it.
You haven't used Google?
Not the new AI.
Like when you do a Google search on a web browser, it does it automatically. You don't have a choice.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of liking it because it'll overview all of the
Oh,
articles.
where it gives you like the answer on the bottom.
Yeah,
I like that.
I fucking
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Like I'm loving this shit.
Yeah.
Ask me another question, Matt. Ask me a question. No.
How much melatonin do Mexicans have in their skin?
You mean melanin?
Sure.
Did you say melatonin? So Mexicans typically have about half the amount of melanin of the skin of people with African or Indian ancestry who have darker skin tones.
You are chopping up so bad tonight.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know if it's on my end or your end or what, but
I've been looking at it and I'm not doing great, but I'm still like connected. It's not a high number, but it's doing something. I don't know what's going on.
yeah. So you said it's half?
Mexicans have half that of black people.
So then what do you have, like a quarter or an eighth of black people?
Well, I mean, I'm Mexican, so I have half plus an eighth, so like 58% melanin.
Let's be honest with ourselves here.
58% melanin.
There's Mexican, and then there's you.
Yeah.
You are
Mexican.
a super, super white Mexican.
Just because I'm colonized doesn't mean my melanin's any different.
Colonized?
Yeah, I'm totally colonized. I'm one of the good ones, you know?
So are you telling me that it has nothing to do with the color of your skin?
No.
Oh. Guess these are new things that I'm learning here on the fly.
You're welcome. Oh, okay. I actually do have a question for you relating to camping.
Okay.
I have two questions. What's the longest you've ever been camping?
What's the longest I've ever been camping?
Tent camping.
Tent camping?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. 3-4 days?
Did you shower once during those 3 or 4 days?
Huh?
Did you shower once during those 3 to 4 days?
No, I don't think so.
Disgusting. Disgusting. I can't go a single day without showering. Like, for everybody else's benefit.
Okay.
So I'm going to judge you on that one.
Must be all that melanin you have.
It is. And then
'Cause
another thing is, have you ever camped in the rain?
Yes.
Did you like it?
No.
Why not?
Why soaking wet fucking sucks.
Jeez. It sucks if it rains for too long, but honestly, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, negative Nancy.
I don't know what you want me to tell you here, buddy.
I quite enjoyed camping when it was raining. I had a good time. Stayed dry. I like the noise.
But when I go camping, I go camping to go be outside. If it's raining, you can't be outside. And then I might as well be at home.
I suppose, but you couldn't be outside. Like, just wear a poncho. Stay, like, it's not a monsoon.
And do what?
Walk. What do you do
Just
when
go stand in the fucking rain?
No, what do you do when you're camping normally in the rain? Like in regular, you do that just while it's raining. You can fish while it's raining.
You can't. You're not supposed to fish while it's raining. You don't catch fish while it's raining.
Why not? Do you not?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that. So I guess a lot of people are pretty upset about the popularity of bushcrafting.
Yeah, as they should be.
Like, the people that really like it are mad that a bunch of other people are into it, and I think that's really fucked up.
Yeah, people like to think they're special, and if everybody's doing it, they're not special anymore.
It seems a little fucking dumb. I have a good time when I bushcraft. Granted, I can't do it for weeks at a time like these motherfuckers do. That's too much. But,
You don't like it that much, then?
I mean, I like it a lot, but not that much. No.
No, you don't like it that much. If you're not willing to spend 2 weeks doing something, do you really like it that much?
I'm not willing to spend 2 weeks playing video games.
We have spent far more than 2 weeks playing video games.
Not like at one time.
I'm pretty sure you've got 2 weeks into like one specific game.
Stardew Valley. Yeah, I think I've got like 2 months actually. It's just fucking wild.
See?
But that's over the span of years.
Yeah.
If I count all the times I've been bushcrafting, it's over 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that's the thing with bushcrafting is like video games aren't something that you can continuously do. It's not like a totally immersive thing. Bushcrafting is a totally immersive thing.
It is, but it's just a hobby. And I think that's where the disconnect is. A lot of people really dial in on it. I 100% still consider that a hobby. Are those good skills to have? Yes, absolutely. Right?
What good skills are there to have?
Learning how to make a fire is a good skill to have. Make a shelter.
So you have to go bushcrafting to learn how to make a fire?
No, but it's part of it. Part of bushcrafting is it's not like not having a lighter, like making feather sticks and making different kind of fire pits and stuff like that. It's all the skills necessary to survive in the wild.
So being unprepared is a skill to survive in the wild.
It's being able to survive whether you're prepared or not. Also, the biggest rule about bushcrafting is to be prepared.
Like, but if you're going into the wilderness without the ability to make fire, aren't you going in unprepared?
All right, so the reason I got into it was because of SEER, right? The training that I did. That's what started it. And the situation you're given at that point is you just jumped out of an airplane and landed in the middle of fucking nowhere. What do you do?
Well, I would say you, as a person in the military and in a plane, you should probably be prepared and have basic life survival things on you.
Yes, but they don't give you a lighter. Well, I think they do now, actually. They give you an arc lighter.
Here's a wacky thing. Just because they don't give it to you doesn't mean you can't have one.
You can't have a lighter on an aircraft.
Why?
Because of the oxygen enriched environment. Like, and you definitely can't have a lighter near patient oxygen, like, at all.
I didn't say that you needed to go start flicking your lighter and lighting
You're
it.
You're not allowed to bring it onto the plane.
So you get searched every time you get on the plane?
No, but that doesn't mean you should do it.
The reason that you're not supposed to bring them on there is because of stupid people who have ignited them. As long as you're not a stupid person and light it, you're fine bringing it on the plane. It's not like the lighter is just going to spontaneously fucking combust while it's on the plane with you.
It might explode.
Oh my good God.
It could.
Why would it explode?
Due to the decrease of partial pressure of oxygen. Increase of pressure in the lighter canister. That's possible.
It is not. It is like 1 in a trillion.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that high. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna find out.
Google is not going to give you the answer to that.
To explode in an airplane. Google might. The AI knows all, buddy.
Oh.
Also, the big thing is for bushcrafting, the more you know, the less you need.
The more you know, the less you need.
The lighter ban was put in place after Richard Reed tried to light explosives hidden on his shoes on a Paris to Miami flight in 2001.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so do you mean to tell me that they used to fly with lighters on planes?
They used to smoke on planes.
Yeah. How do you think they lit the fucking cigarettes?
I know. That's what. Like, listen, Matt. I can't bring a lighter onto my plane. I can't.
The only reason lighters got banned was because the guy tried to light his shoe on fire.
You know what's weird? No.
Then it's on you for not being prepared.
He tried to light the explosive in his shoe, first of all. Secondly,
yeah.
I can't bring a lighter, but I bring a gun.
That's probably going to cause less damage in your oxygen-enriched environment.
You're not going to shoot. Well, you might shoot on the plane.
In a pressurized cabin. Bullet holes won't affect anything there, will they?
You can patch them, but yeah. So, like, say... Okay. So...
Okay.
You know when you, in movies and stuff, they open the door in the airplane and everyone starts shooting out?
Yes.
It's not like that in real life.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So, the thing that we do for our rapid decompressions is the pilot takes us from wherever we're at 40,000 feet and puts us down to a reasonable altitude, and then it's not a problem anymore.
Wait, so are you saying that if you were at 40,000 feet, it would be a problem?
Oh, yeah, you can't breathe. You can't inflate your lungs.
So, yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm aware of the issues and why they pressurize cabins.
Listen, I don't know why you hate bushcrafting, but bushcrafting doesn't hate you, Matt.
I'm not saying I hate bushcrafting. I'm saying I'm not going to voluntarily go spend even a day building and doing shit on. Like, there are much cooler things that I would rather be doing.
It's fair. I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's a lot of fun.
Like to me, it sounds like you're like the little kid who is like, no, I really don't need that cool toy lightsaber. I've got this awesome crayon that I really like to play with, and I would rather just play with my crayon over here until they get enough money, and then they're like, "Fuck that crayon! I got a fucking lightsaber."
Say hi to Corn.
Hey, Corn.
Hi, Corn. As well as urban legend things, it really isn't physically or practically feasible. Yeah, you're kind of right.
Because let me ask you this.
Okay.
Of course, I'm right.
No, I'm talking to
So I'm
Corn.
fucking surprised. So let me ask you this. If you had the choice between spending the weekend cruising on a boat, tubing and skiing, or bushcrafting, which would you go do?
Depends on who's going.
You get to pick who goes.
Well, if I want to hang out with Gabe, I'm going to go bushcrafting.
You get to pick who goes.
It just depends on who's, like, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, one can be seen as more fun than the other, but it depends on my mood. Sometimes I want to just go in the woods. And that's okay. It's a fun hobby. I quite enjoy it.
When was the last time you did it?
It's been a while.
It's so much fun. It's been a long time since I've done it.
It is. It's just hard to get. So the problem is with doing it is you have to go to places where they allow it, and a lot of places don't, especially not in Texas because of the fire bans and stuff. So if you live in like the Pacific Northwest or up north or the Midwest, there's a lot more availability for it. But when you're somewhere where I'm at, then there's like next to no availability for it. It's all about where you live. In Nebraska, I would do it a lot. Kind of. That was more just sleeping in my Jeep than anything else. But I enjoyed it. Is one way more comfortable and super fun? Yeah, absolutely. One is cheaper than the other, though. It is definitely cheaper to go bushcrafting.
Yep.
And I do think there's good skills to have for like the zombie apocalypse. Quite necessary. But I don't know. So if you were to ask me, would I rather have a vacation in the mountains or on the beach? I'm going to pick the mountains every time.
Yeah.
Personal preference.
There's lakes in mountains.
Yeah, I know. Just
and boats.
It's just one of those things. At least I know what you want, Matt.
What do I want?
The easier option, the boating and the cabin and the nice bed.
Yeah. Comfort? Yes, I choose comfort.
I don't know. And I'm sure I'll get there at some point too, just like how I don't like IPAs yet.
Nobody likes IPAs.
I don't know, all the old white men that I fly with, once they hit 40, they're like, IPA, time to slay.
I actually saw a really funny TikTok on that. When they go to the bar, they try to be cheap, so they order an IPA, and the guy takes a sip of it, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's gonna take me fucking forever to finish."
I guess that's fair.
I thought that was really funny.
You know, one of the captains I was talking to about IPAs was like, yeah, if it's really good, it takes you a while to drink it. And I'm like, that's the opposite of a good drink to me.
Yeah. It's so good, I just don't even want to pick it up.
I just want to look at it, maybe smell it. I don't understand that. But, I mean, a lot of people like it, so it must not be terrible. Some of them must be good.
It is. No, they're all bad.
Oh, my God. Okay. We were talking about this at work. P. Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts? Opinions?
What do you mean?
Do you have any thoughts or opinions on P. Diddy?
I never really listened to his music, so I can't.
Or like with the scandal he's been involved with?
As of right now, everything's really fucking hearsay.
Allegedly, he was giving Will Smith back shots, and that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Again, at this point, like, I just don't know what to believe anymore. Like,
okay, fair. Do I think he beat his girlfriend or what? Yeah. I think there's evidence on that one.
Okay. I haven't seen any evidence, but I also haven't been looking for it either. Because I honestly couldn't care any less.
I guess that's fair too. Oh, we were just more laughing about
like
Will Smith getting back shots than anything else today.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Jada probably backshotted him anyway, so he's been getting them for years.
He definitely got pegged. 100%. Like, that man's not stable.
So, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, but, I don't know. Like, them saying that they found all the sex toys and all the lube, and, like, it's like, I don't know. Like, maybe he got a fucking discount on it at fucking, you know, I don't know what if I had billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, I have no idea what I would spend it on. But I don't think I would spend it on dry pussy. I would make sure that stuff is wet.
You can get it by the barrel, though, like by the drum. You don't have to get the bottles. Like, that's what's wild.
Well, yeah. Obviously, he wasn't eco-friendly.
Reach in the barrel. Just slap it on.
It's also such a weird, so blown out of proportion when people find out about it. Like, I don't know if it's just slow news or like them wanting to take somebody down. I really don't know what it is, but it always just explodes at the beginning.
Yeah, he explodes.
And everybody wants to claim that they... And everybody wants to explain, like, oh, I knew this was going on, or I saw this coming, and shit like that. And it's like, no, you didn't.
Oh, they'll jump on it, too. Like,
oh, yeah.
The security guards and stuff be like, yeah, he did it. They want money.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're going to get theirs, too. Which, sure. Right? Sure.
Yeah.
But I guess at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter.
It won't affect my life whether he goes to prison or not.
Yeah, not one bit. And I'm cool with that. Honestly. I'm not going to lose sleep at night. My chat stopped working. That's weird. That's fine.
We have been looking, like a permanent campsite.
What do you mean?
And I don't know how I feel about. Well, like, you know how you can go, like, you know how you go get campsites and stuff that you rent out for a week or a day or whatever?
Yeah.
There's some that you can rent for the whole year and, like, pull your camper in and, like, build a deck on them, and it's your campsite.
Interesting. My parents do that for the summer for the ocean. They go to something rock, I can't remember. But they park it by the beach for a summer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's super
expensive. And this would be down... the one around here, it's like, I've heard anywhere from like $2,500 a year up to like $4,000 or $5,000 a year.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Really enjoy it. They have like they call it the store, but it's like a convenience store with a bar and a restaurant, and like on the weekends they'll bring in like live music, or they'll have karaoke and like just total party.
It sounds like a good place to retire to, honestly.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, you go up there with the kids Friday night, you know. You get up there, you don't have to worry about cooking. You get up there, you don't have to worry about cooking supper. You can go up to the restaurant, have supper, do all your thing on Saturday. They've got, boats and all that fun shit. And I mean, obviously, go back, cook supper, and throw all your shit in your car and take off.
It does sound kind of nice, actually.
I
could fuck with that. Especially if you were gonna consistently do it. Yeah. I mean, you can
Exactly.
consistently do it. Yeah. I mean, you can
Exactly.
because of sports.
I can.
I mean, you're busy every weekend, aren't you?
I mean, like right now for football, but then, I mean, yeah, it would come and go, but there was plenty of the summer that we would have been able to go do it.
That's true.
Like baseball was all pretty much during the week.
And I guess you really only have half the year you can go, though, too.
And with my job being remote,
What the fuck?
yeah, like, what?
My connection's starting to fuck up now.
Yeah. We're almost done.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, everyone's panicking. I don't know if you've tried to buy toilet paper.
9 minutes. I haven't. My wife tried to get me to go to Costco like 2 days ago.
It's the HEB by my house is completely out of toilet paper, out of propane. The fucking gas station's out of gas.
Oh, really?
But just here in San Antonio, it's fine.
Yeah.
Out of eggs and milk. I'm like, okay, wonderful. But none of that's impacted by the strike. Like, all of that's locally procured.
Yeah. Well, and the funny part is like all the California docks are still open. So as long as you're getting product from California, you're fine. I mean, you guys obviously being so close to a port in Houston, it's a different story. But
I think it'll still be fine.
yeah. Have you heard that fucking dude from the fucking Port Workers Union talk?
No.
Oh, dude, you should listen to him. That motherfucker thinks that his shit don't stink.
Really?
He's a cocky motherfucker. He's like, you want to know what's going to happen? After 1 week, fucking, you guys are going to start running out of this and running out of this. And then after 2 weeks, if they're going to sign this and going to make us go back to work, but it's already going to be the damage is done and people are going to be starving and all this shit. And he's like, you're underestimating the power of the union and what we do and all this shit. And I'm like, fuck, buddy, you think that your fucking shit don't stink, don't you?
It sounds like it. It wouldn't be
especially
that
with
bad,
half
right?
the ports in the fucking. I don't know. I guess I don't know what all gets fucking imported in at those docks.
I can't imagine it would be that bad.
They talked about the Baltimore port. One of the biggest things they import is vehicles, and so you could really see a dramatic effect on the price of new cars.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it all just depends on what the port brings in. If I gotta go without soy sauce, I gotta go without soy sauce, I think I'll be okay.
Well, no, that comes in from California. That comes from China. China's ports are still open, so we're good.
So I just can't have stinky cheese and baked beans?
I'm pretty sure we make Bush's baked beans here in the U.S., so... And if you're eating anything other than Bush's baked beans, I don't even want to be friends with you anymore.
I really don't even eat baked beans. When I barbecue, maybe.
Well, you should. They're delicious. Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I'm on the search, by the way, right now to make the world's best Cubano sandwich.
Oh.
So wish me luck. Gonna get the mojo right first, and then we're gonna go from there. But we're gonna do it.
I think it was already done in a movie.
Chef, yes, but
Yeah.
I don't have access to his food truck, so I have to do the best that I can to imitate it. Oh, and if you have any
I'm
soup,
surprised you're not.
if you have any soup recommendations, send them my way.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
You're
It's
surprised.
too long ago.
Okay. All right.
Moved on.
Okay. I'm surprised you don't like tortas. That's what I'm mad about.
I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I didn't like them.
You went meh.
Yeah. I would rather have a burrito, is what I said. I didn't say I had any problems with it.
Question.
Like if somebody came to me and was like, "Hey, I brought you a torta," I'd be like, "Cool, thanks. I'll fucking eat that shit."
Okay.
But if somebody came to me and said, "Hey, I have this burrito or I have this torta, which one would you like?" I'd be like, "I'll take the burrito, please."
You know what? And that's fine because I'd rather take the torta.
Okay,
We get one each.
That's- it's fine. I don't know why you're so upset that I want a burrito.
What beans do you put in your burrito?
Black.
Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that.
If it's an option.
Yeah, if it's an option. Lots of places, like actual Mexican restaurants, won't really give you the option.
Yeah, like the taco food truck I go to, they just... I don't even think they put beans on it. I think it's just rice. Rice, meat, pico de gallo.
I mean, that's still scrumptious. It's kind of weird, though.
Maybe there is. I don't know. I've never really...
Do you get a side of, like, borracho beans or something?
Nope.
No
just
beans?
burrito. No beans.
That's weird. Whatever. Oh, yeah. What about... Okay, so what about a burrito versus, like, a gyro?
Like the choice between the two?
Yeah. Because
Like, are we talking like an authentic...
it could be any kind of gyro. What I'm really after is the pita bread wrap. It's a pita bread wrap versus a burrito wrap, like a tortilla.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a thicker bread.
Thicker, fluffier bread.
But that's a totally different style of food. Like
Does it have to be?
a gyro. But when I eat a gyro, it is because when I get a gyro, it's fucking the lamb that's on the spit that they fucking chop off, and then it comes with that like cucumber ranch sauce and onions. And that's a totally different fucking sandwich. Great, now I want a fucking gyro, and they're like fucking $14 a piece.
Yeah, they're expensive, but they're good. I'm surprised you get lamb, though. I didn't see you as a person that ate lamb.
Oh, I fucking love lamb. Lamb chislick's some of the best stuff there is.
Oh, you've talked about that before. That's right. I don't know. It's a little gamey for me. I'm not a huge fan of lamb.
It is. I mean, it's definitely a gamier meat.
I'll eat it for sure, right? Like I'm not gonna turn it down. But also, if you get a gyro, ask for pickles in it. You'll never go back.
Fuck off. I'm not getting pickles in a gyro. I'm not ruining it.
Yeah, to put pickles in the gyro and tomatoes if they don't already put tomatoes in it.
They put tomatoes in it. I tell them no.
It's like the best part.
I don't like tomatoes.
Oh my god.
Best part is the fucking meat.
I don't know. It's a toss-up for me because pita bread's delicious. Like
Yeah, the bread's pretty good.
now, I'm thinking of finding a way to make pita bread so I could put a burrito in it, like burrito contents in a pita bread wrap.
Wouldn't that just be a taco though? Like, wouldn't that be like a gordita?
I guess it'd be a gorda. Kind of, because it's three sides. Gordas are still two. But it's the bread that's the difference. It's the soft, puffy bread.
Yeah, like a gordita that you get from fucking Taco Bell is what I'm talking about.
That's not going to be...
Maybe it's a chalupa.
Chalupas are flat.
No, that's the one with the thick bread though, right?
No, it's corn tortilla. It's fried, so
The
it's
ones
puffy.
the one you get from Taco Bell.
It's still corn, but it's fried, so it's puffy.
Okay. Then no, that's not it.
See, I don't think it's been done before. I think for science, I need to fucking figure it out.
Okay. I'm sure you can go to the fucking store and buy pita bread.
Yeah, we have this place called Pasha. They've got great bread. Ooh, the last time I was at Pasha, there was a group, it was a family, and it was at least 30 to 40 of them, right? They took up like half the restaurant. And they paid for their food, they left, and I heard from the wait staff that they didn't tip at all. Like, nothing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dick move.
Maybe the service was fucking terrible.
No, I mean, we had the same waiter. Their service was awesome. They were fucking on it.
You don't know how they got treated?
I guess that's true. I got treated great. Oh, my pita bread. Because instead of chips and like salsa, they just bring you big ass plates of pita bread that you just eat.
Sounds like an Indian restaurant.
It was. Well, it's Mediterranean, but
Oh.
they basically blend all. Mediterranean is just blending all of them together and serving whatever.
You made it sound like it was like a restaurant or like a fucking store that you go buy bread at. You're like, oh yeah, I'll go here. They have great bread.
First of all, that's a bakery.
Yeah. You just said it's not Posh's fucking bakery.
I didn't say bakery. You wanna go play video games now?
I don't know. I don't know if I can take you anymore.
What did I do wrong?
It's time to end the podcast.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Sammy's and Beer Podcast. We're live on Wednesdays from 9 to 10. It's been a great time. Up next is...
if you would... if you'd like to chat with Thomas, you can go ahead and Sammy's and Beer on YouTube. If you would like to chat with me, I am on Twitch at Sammy's and Beer. We appreciate y'all so much for stopping by. We will be back better than ever next Wednesday, totally sober again for the next 3 weeks.
Oh, it's for my health, man. It's for my health.
It is. It's killing me, though.